to see him surprise Micah with a little bit of hand action on his feet either.
He'll be cornered by the mainstream lightweight champion of the world, John Strawn. So he'll have very, very skilled cornermen whispering in his ear, giving him the insights, telling him what he needs to do, the adjustments he needs to make. This is going to be a very exciting 135-pound match between Micah Bowles and Nick Marin. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Micah Bowles is out of Kenora, 23 years old, 5'9", 135 pounds. Nick Marin out of West Liberty is 28 years old, and that definitely the height advantage goes to Micah. Never really been an issue, though, for the Cowboy from Hell. He makes up for it in strength. Getting their instructions from referee Todd Fredrickson, the third man in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cage is locked and loaded for our third fight of the night.
Here we go, round one underway. Marin in the white trunks, Bowles in the black.
You're going to see Bowles going for a guillotine choke here. You're going to see Nick Marin try to pass, get outside of his guard so that guillotine choke isn't trapped up in his guard. As long as he can get off to the left side there, that guillotine choke will be nullified. If he stays in the guard, there's always a chance that he could get caught in it. It looks like he's out.
Marin in the full guard of Bowles. Bowles looking to close that guard, and he does. He's trying to keep Marin in nice and tight, Keone, to keep him from raining down those punches.
Yeah, and that's probably a good strategy. He wants to work his stand-up. He's looking for a stand-up. He's trying to nullify what Nick Marin's doing. Nick Marin's going to try and get some space here, posture up on him, and he's also got him in his corner, so he's getting great instruction from his coach, Dave Scherzer, as well.
Looks like Bowles might be going for Kimura. Is that possible in this position?
It's possible. Nick's seen that. Bowles has got to turn off to his side and get off to a hip to do that. Nick might be baiting him a little bit with that arm to start throwing strikes and elbows in him.
Yeah, interesting strategy. Throw an arm out there, trying to get someone to go for it. So many different strategies, Keone, in this sport of mixed martial arts. People are really starting to understand the ground game and appreciate it.
Yeah, and you see that a lot in Japan. You see a lot of respect for the ground game. The fans in the United States are more catching on with the popularity of the sport. So the ground game is very technical, and it can be just as devastating as the stand-up. Obviously, people like to see a big, exciting show with strikes thrown, and that's why you're going to see Nick try to bring it to Micah right now.
A lot of the promotions are shortening the time between the ground game and standing the fighters up for just such a reason, and there you have it right there. As if by cue, Todd Fredrickson stands up the fighters. Bowles throwing a lazy right jab out there. Gets that left knee free. Marin looking to defend against those knees.
It's a good knee. You might see Marin try to pick that leg up and slam him off of one of those knees, so Micah's got to be careful.
Left blocked by Marin. Bowles going for the single leg, but he gives up his neck there.
He did give up his neck, but he is off to the side. Marin rolls him over. He's out of trouble now. Now I'll start working some left hands, hopefully, some elbows to the side of the head.
Bowles looking to control those wrists.
Yep.
What's Marin going there for with the ankle there?
He was making sure he's not going to switch out on him. Bowles was trying to switch out and get stood back up again, and he was holding that ankle to make sure that it stayed on the ground. It's like Nick's going to pass to side control, maybe get into a half guard through, slicing his knee through.
Big right to the kidney of Bowles. A good combination. Moving up to the left side of the head of Bowles. Uh-oh, could be an ankle here. Going for that ankle, trying to torque it. Bowles looks like he's in some pain. He's in some pain here. Marin, oh, the up kick by Bowles, just missing Marin's face. Another up kick. Some good kicks there by Bowles, got him out of trouble. Into a part butterfly guard, part half guard. Right now, Marin, the aggressor, but Bowles doing a good job of fending off most of the attack.
And Bowles looks like he's been working off of the ground. He's definitely comfortable standing up, and he wants to stand up. There's no doubt about it. But he's at least getting into a groove here where he can defend some of these strikes, and it looks like he's starting to frustrate Marin.
Yeah, Marin having trouble putting some offense together. So it's some good jiu-jitsu being demonstrated by Bowles. Good hip movement, good up kicks, real flexible. Looks like a Brazilian out there.
Stop right there, guys. Back up. Let's go.
Another stand-up by Fredrickson. Looks like he got the memo. MMA in America.
Exactly.
20-second stand-ups.
But I really think Nick's comfortable here. He likes the ground. He's a good wrestler, but I think he's comfortable here. He's seen it. He's trained with hard guys who've thrown everything at him. He's comfortable, but he definitely wants to get it on the ground where he can dominate position.
Good quality fight here. 24 seconds left in the first round. This is a non-title fight. There'll be 2 more rounds after this one. And this one looks like it's going to a second round. You see a little bit of the gas on the tanks of both of these guys emptying a little bit.
And it's been a pretty high pace, so that's something that you can expect. But
good first round, Keone.
We're going to round
good first round, back and forth action. Hard to pick a winner in a round like that. Hopefully we'll see some more clear.
But I'm going to make you do just that.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say? Score it.
On the ground, he went for an ankle lock. He did land a couple strikes and elbows inside on the ground there. But Bowles did really well at nullifying a lot of his attack. Marin lays it on pretty thick when he's on the ground on top of people, and Bowles did a real good job of surviving in there. And, it'll be interesting to see what Bowles does here in this round to try and keep Marin away from him and keep that distance.
Well said. And in a close round like that, you got to give the nod to the person who was the aggressor, who was taking the fight to his opponent. And Bowles looked wonderful out there. He had great defense, but Marin was initiating most of those clinches and most of the takedowns. But Bowles is definitely in this fight in a big way.
Absolutely.
You are watching mainstream mixed martial arts action. It's heavy duty. This is a fight in the 135-pound class. It's round 2 here. Nick Marin in the white trunks. Micah Bowles in the black. Jay Adams alongside Keone Coke. Glad you could join us.
Well, I'm glad to be here. This is one of the best promotions, I think, in the business right now, and I think in the Midwest you're not going to find a better show, more professionally run class here. Looks like Bowles landed a real good knee to the face there. He's got a nice clinch with Marin up against the fence. He's using that reach to his advantage to try and get those knees coming up from the side.
Good job of defending that left knee, although a couple of them are getting through here.
It is slipping through. It is slipping through.
Marin just overpowering Bowles there. Bowles did all he could do to stop that takedown, but Marin, better core strength, body strength, than the thinner Bowles. Bowles doing a good job of nullifying that strength. He's a very good guard, like you were saying, Keone. You can tell he's been working off his back.
It looks like Marin's landed some shots to the side. Bowles covering up. He needs to tie up Marin and get him back into his guard again. He's up against the fence and he's in a tight spot. I'd look for Marin to land some left hands or some elbows to the face.
And I believe Bowles is cut. There is some blood coming from, I believe, the face of Bowles, if I'm not mistaken. Marin has been letting that left elbow go, and it may have done some damage.
Now that he's got him up against the fence and he's got that tight control, he really needs to worry about keeping that control on Bowles and working small elbows. It doesn't take much to cut a guy. You get 1 inch, 2 inches is proven in MMA. That's all it takes to cut a guy open. Not exactly sure where Bowles is cut, but it looks like he's regained his guard and he's working back from the bottom, throwing elbows himself.
Bowles doing a good job of putting Marin back into the full guard. It is open, but it's full nonetheless. And they get the stand-up. Good job by Bowles there. He survived a very dangerous position. That left hook connected. That left hook connected. Bowles is in trouble. He's in trouble.
Look for Nick to really lay it on thick here. I think Bowles is getting a little tired.
Fredrickson is keeping a very close eye on Bowles. Bowles is still clear-eyed, though. And he's defending. Tough kid. 2 minutes left in the second round here. Great fight here.
Nick
oh, he gave up his back.
And that might be it. It looks like he's got the hooks in. Looks like he might be under the throat. Bulls is turning out here. Bulls needs to put that weight on that leg, on Nick Marin's right leg, and he can scoot out and turn his hip, do a hip heist, and end up in the guard. Nick really needs to lock those legs around his hips, and he got him.
Got him. With 1:42 left in the second round, Nick, the Cowboy from Hell, Marin, has won this fight. And did so in a very convincing fashion towards the end of that fight. And Micah Bulls, nothing to hang his head about. He